passed, then that means DMX passed because of the same shit as Lil Peep, because of the same shit as Mac Miller, because of the same shit as a bunch of people, and I mean, very different generations, but yeah, I mean, when you hear about people dying from drugs these days, it's massively overweighted towards fentanyl stuff.
Right, and fentanyl is essentially a drug that they use to cut other drugs with to make them more potent.
Yeah, and I think that like when they're pressing fake pills, because like obviously the goal isn't to kill the person that you're selling the drugs to. I think the goal would be to sell them a pill that has, you know, whatever in it, and it's a small percentage fentanyl, because the fentanyl will get you super fucked up. The problem is this, like, if you take 2 or 3 times the amount that you thought you were taking, and these pills that they make when they're just pressing their own pills and shit, they're super inconsistent in terms of like what's in each individual pill. So you could very easily have a pill that's supposed to have an amount that you'd be okay with, and then it ends up being 10 times as much. And
well, yeah, I mean, Lil Peep died of a mix of fentanyl and Xanax. Mac Miller died of cocaine, fentanyl, and alcohol. Prince died of fentanyl. Let's not forget about that. I don't think Juice WRLD died of fentanyl. I think it was other real perks. But yeah, I mean, essentially, I've watched documentaries about fentanyl in 60 Minutes. It's essentially it'll bring a drug addict to like the edge of death, which is why so many people don't want it. It's like the ultimate high, but it's likely to kill you as well. So it's kind of crazy for a 31-year-old who looked relatively healthy to just up and die. Now, how old was Mac Miller? 30?
Probably about 30. Yeah, that's another one. That
Mac Miller was 26. Lil Peep was 22. No, Peep you were actually close to. There's a video of him like kissing you in the head and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which one hit you the most? Was it Peep?
Or
Juice WRLD?
You know, it's hard to say though, because like I felt like the Peep one hit me so hard because that was the first rapper I was real close to that died, like a young rapper. But then when X died, it was like I knew X a lot better than I knew Peep, you know? So that one really fucked me up. And then, you know, by the time you get to Juice WRLD, it's like, I don't know. There's a level of like fatigue that sets in when you're just losing so many of these young rappers that it's hard to feel it the same way that you feel the first one. You know, at this point, it's like you feel very, very calloused to the whole thing because it just feels so consistent. And then there's a lot more rappers you can throw on there too. But yeah, I mean, Peep, Juice, and X were all super hard to take because they're all super different, but they were all like really, really sweet. Incredibly talented people. Yeah, all those. I was already long done doing drugs, but by the time I saw Juice pass and stuff, but the Peep thing really was a big part of why I stopped doing drugs and stuff.
Really? So once Lil Peep died, you stopped completely. So what were you taking before?
I used to I had a phase there in the early days of No Jumper where like on the weekends I would go out, drink, always find Coke, and then usually find Xanax. And just doing all those back and forth, up and down, and it was a fucking nightmare when I look back on it, and I was just getting way too, you know, it was weird because it's like I would do that Friday and Saturday, feel like shit Sunday, feel alright by Monday, be able to get into the office and work and like, you know, get stuff done through Thursday, Friday you start getting fucked up again. And it's like, you know, I was early 30s at this point, so I started to really feel it. And all of a sudden it's like, I remember me and my girl went to Rolling Loud in California, like the LA area, I forget where this would have been, but we got fucked up on all those drugs. And yeah, it was like, it took me all day Sunday and basically all day Monday to feel better after that. And that was like, this is right around the time that Pete passed. And after that, I was just like, 2-day hangover, I can't, you know, it just get to the point where it just is taking so much out of your week to be getting fucked up for a day or two that it's just like, how could I continue to do this to myself?
Yeah, I felt that way about ecstasy. The couple of times I took ecstasy, the next day you're so fucked up that I'm just like, I don't have this type of time in my life to just completely lose a day of just recovery. That's it. It's just recovery.
Yeah.
you're not really accomplishing anything.
A couple of years ago, I was doing a vlog in the hood, and somebody was trying to get me to do coke with them. Like, while we're doing the vlog, they're like, let's do some coke. And it's like, in my head, it's like, I could do coke with you, and I'm going to feel really good for, I don't know, half hour, an hour. Realistically, we're probably going to keep doing it, so probably the whole entire rest of the time that we hang out. But, I mean, then I'm going to feel like shit afterwards. I'm going to feel like shit for the rest of the night, and I'm going to feel like shit the next morning. Why not just not do the coke?
Right.
And feel fine now, go to bed, feel fine, wake up in the morning, feel fine. It's just like a way better, safer bet. Because what you're really doing is you're borrowing against your future energy when you do drugs. You know, like a Friday night doing coke, yes, you'll have a blast, but then you're paying for it the next day.
Right.
And it's like, for me, I've gotten to the point where it's like, I would rather have a steady, cool Friday night and a steady, cool Saturday morning. I mean, I stopped doing that shit before I had kids, but especially now, it's like, when I see dudes drinking crazy ass amounts of lean and shit, and I know that they got kids at home and they're gonna be like, what are you doing? You're just like laying in bed sleeping till noon with the kids all around you screaming, freaking out. It's kind of hard for me to imagine balancing the drug addiction and the kid.
If you haven't heard about HelloFresh,
all this in terms of like building your name up as somebody who's exposing everyone?
Well, actually, Jenna brought me out here the first time in California. And I was hanging out with his friends. And I don't know, she was the one that introduced me to everyone, and everyone was mostly with it. Everybody wanted promo. They had something coming up, and back then, a publicity stunt would put them like on the front page of the media.
Right.
But it was just that, and it was different from, I had ankle bracelets, so I couldn't work at the strip club or do nothing. So it was like different type of money. You know, I just make $500 just for doing a stupid video. And I don't know, I just kept going along.
Right. So you weren't like actually having sex for money with people at this time?
No.
Because I saw that there was a video where you were accusing Jim Jones of paying $800 to fuck you.
Nah, that never happened. Never met him.
You didn't say that, or you said it?
No, I said it, but it was false.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why were you beefing with him, or why would you make that up?
Jenna gave me his number and told me what to say, and Q posted it.
Really?
And I got paid for it.
It sounds like you're kind of like almost putting Jenna and Q in the like almost on par with like in the sense that they sort of like saw you as being a young person with potential and sort of exploited you in some sense. Do you feel like that's true?
I feel like Jenna was dogged out by all these people, and she used me as revenge.
Wow. That's a compelling narrative.
Yeah.
You were like her young shooter that she could just send out into the field to go catch some bodies for her, you know? And then you get caught, she's going
He hated everyone, and I guess, he hated all the rappers too, because I guess he used to be on the tour bus, he sending them, and they treated him like shit. Then his baby mama had him sleeping in the car. So he hated everyone, and Jenna was just dogged out. So I guess they thought it was funny what I was doing to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
But didn't your relationship with Q go a lot deeper? Because at one point you got his face tattooed on you and shit?
Because he was the only person to help me not get deported.
Okay. So when did that become a thing that they were trying to deport you?
They was trying to deport me because I had the gun charge. You get deported if you have a felony.
But didn't it become a bigger thing because of the fact that you gained this level of fame and whatnot?
Yeah, the prosecutor brought it up in court. And you could be deported for your, what's that called? Your moral status or whatever.
Right.
If you're not a good citizen.
But were you, they said that you were like promoting prostitution with your video content, but how was your video content really promoting prostitution?
Stuff like Jim Jones, what you mentioned.
Right.
Just stupid stuff like that. They made me go to court. Yeah, for like what? For like almost 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's all fake.
And that was kind of at the height of your popularity.
Yeah, they ruined it.
And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, we're going to keep you locked up in this shitty legal thing where if you do anything, it's going to look bad for your case, right? Interesting. At any point in all that, do you feel like you really started to take your career seriously and were trying to like really build up your, like, were you ever making good money at any point during all this? You sort of got a crazy level of fame, but did you ever feel like you were financially successful?
I think I was making amazing money. I was getting booked at least 6 times a week to host parties for
Really?
$2,500.
Wow.
So I think I was doing great. Plus, Q's what's it called? Monthly allowance.
I'm gonna change the
I
camera.
was doing. So I think it was great. Like I remember Jenna saying, "Oh, you make 7 bands a week."
But was she taking a percentage of it? Was anybody?
She just liked the attention. She just loved. Back then, she didn't really think about the money. She just thought about her name being out there and just being popular.
So you're saying that when I became, like, I remember Jenna Schaefer dating Soulja Boy back in the day, 2010-ish. You're saying that he basically burnt her in that whole situation, so then she had you do that video where you framed him as a cokehead and whatnot, and that was all basically like revenge for him just not being cool to her at a certain point.
She was mad at him about something about not getting her a bag. Something about a Louis bag, I remember back then she told me about. And just doing weird stuff, I don't know.
Wow. What rappers have ever bought you designer handbags?
No one, but people associated to them have.
Like who?
No, like just people that run around with them, not anyone known.
Why? The people running around with them aren't supposed to have money.
Because they want what they have. So they see me and they think the only way to be with me is to trick.
Order our warm and toasty sandwiches for dinner tonight with delivery or pickup only at Panera.
It's like you don't want too much sound, but you don't want the sound to be too low. Why are they showing all these commercials?
Pretty sad though, I'm not gonna lie. If you are part of a rapper's entourage and you see a rapper getting pussy for free and you decide that you want to invest in designer handbags in exchange for the same pussy the rapper just got for free, wow, that is a dark portrait you just painted there. Damn. Did you ever actually like date any of these rappers really at a certain point though? Did any of it ever get serious?
No.
Never. You were never romantic with Q?
No.
It never was anything relationship-wise?
He had a bunch of girls. I guess he loved everyone.
Okay.
So he treated everyone the same, bought everyone the same gifts, did the same bullshit to everyone. So no one was ever special.
Interesting. So you never, you feel like they've really kind of stalled out your career and everything for those 3 years because you basically weren't able to make any videos, or were you able to like host parties and do the other stuff that you were doing for money, or?
I don't think it ruined me because when I got out, everybody was contacting me for like shows or doing stuff, and Q wouldn't let me work.
Really?
He said that I need to take time out and be with my family, and didn't let me do nothing. I was just getting a deposit every month. And then I got tired of him.
And so you broke it off?
Twice. And then he was paying for the house I was in with my mom, and he took that away. He took my mom's car away and did all that stuff while he was alive.
Wow.
And then try to ruin every type of career stuff I ever tried to do.
Really?
Before he died, yeah.
Well, like what other kind of stuff were you trying to do at that time that didn't work out?
Well, Wendy Williams wanted to do a show, like invest in a show of me. And he didn't let that happen. Vice wanted to do a documentary. He didn't let that happen. And he just did a bunch of stuff. And I used to get lawyer letters like every week from him. Just doing dumb shit. And then when I try to fight back, I don't have as much money as him. So I can't keep writing $500 letters.
Right.
He was just very annoying.
Damn, what was his motivation in doing
I'm about to get back to him. I'm just trying to order pizza.
I guess he felt that I didn't appreciate him. How he helped me not get deported out the country. And I just ran my mouth and acted like a little girl.
Right. Damn. And then he passed relatively soon after all this?
3 years later.
And so, had that kind of thing been consistent throughout that latter part of his life, or did he sort of let up on you at some point?
Nah, it was consistent.
Damn. How'd you feel when he passed?
I was very sad. I cried.
Really? Even though you felt victimized by him at the time?
I sort of started to get over it when I wasn't invited to the funeral.
Really?
So then I had to learn to like let go.
Yeah. Damn. I mean, you must have had mixed emotions though, because it's like he had been the root of a lot of good things and a lot of bad things in your life.
Yeah, but I don't know. I was cut off from the funeral. His baby mama reported my Instagram page.
And got it taken down.
Yeah, but then they put it back up. Cause she tried to say, I don't know what she did, but she got a lawyer. Cause I was saying rest in peace, and I was posting pictures of us. So every picture that was with him was reported, cause she sent the lawyer. And anyways, I spoke to Instagram, and they said that I could post whatever I want if I'm in the picture. I just can't post Q by himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Did you ever have your Instagram deleted though?
Like 20 times.
Really? That's got to be rough too. That it feels like you've had a lot of challenges in sort of building up that platform.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you were like just way ahead of your time in a lot of ways?
No, I always think what's meant to be is always meant to be.
Right. It just feels like there's a
dominoes.
shitload of girls who basically have, I mean, I guess I wouldn't say similar stories to you, since your story is pretty extreme in many ways, but there's just a lot of girls out there who basically nowadays date a rapper, get...
First of all, we gotta see if they delivering today. Because if I order this fucking pizza and they can't deliver my damn pizza, I'm gonna have to cause hell.
Wow, great things are happening in Domino's. We are hiring. Please apply online at pleaseapplyonline.com/MSK management. This call may be recorded or monitored for quality assurance purposes. Our first special is 2 large 2-topping pizzas for only $10.99 each. Special number 2 is our perfect combo. 2 medium 1-topping pizzas, then a twist, marmite, and chili for only $19.99. We'll be right with you to take your order. Have you tried our new...
Hi there, you're calling Donald's. Can I help you?
Hello, I was just calling to make sure you guys were delivering. Because I remember the last few times I tried to order, you guys weren't delivering. So I just want to see if y'all were back to delivering.
Oh yeah, let me go check real quick, man. Can I put you on for a second?
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright.
We'll be right with you to take your order.
Some ghetto ass shit.
Have you tried our new marble cookie brownie? It's an irresistibly warm and gooey blend of milk chocolate chunk cookie and fudge brownie. This shareable dessert is oven baked.
Yeah, so at this time we're not doing any more deliveries, so I pick up this time.
Alright, I appreciate it. What type of goofy ass shit is that? I just want nobody order from Domino's and they trifling ass pizza. I'm giving the ass a bad review, stupid ass. Yeah, if you heard me typing, I was leaving a bad review. Y'all kiss my ass. I don't care how y'all feel about it. There we got bad reviews as it is. Yeah, this Domino's is goofy. Goofy as hell. Alright, I'll be right back. Actually, I'm about to stop this for a bit. I need to go ahead and order something. So I'll be back on a little bit. Oh, I had people actually watching. That's crazy.